Crime Zoom Birdville Omen was published in 2020 by Lucky Duck Games. It was designed by Stefan Anquetil and illustrated by Goliath Gashi and Christopher Matt. Lucky Duck Games provided this in exchange for an honest review. I explained how the Crime Zoom games work in Monday's review of the first box, his last card. Because of that, I'll link to that review at the end of this one and just focus on the new stuff. As with all narrative games, I'll do my best to avoid spoilers. To break gameplay down, look at the scene carefully, decide which cards to flip, and solve the mystery based on what you've revealed. That's Crime Zoom Birdville Omen. Our game of Crime Zoom Birdville Omen lasted a little over 2 hours, but we discussed everything. We tend to go through every possible scenario, motive, and so on when playing these types of games. I can see some people, especially playing solo, wrap up in about an hour. I think this would work well solo. With fewer people, you're less likely to listen to bad advice and go chasing a red herring. Then again, you're less likely to spot something because a fresh pair of eyes and knowledge can bring so much to an investigation. In other words, not better or worse, just a different experience. I do worry about the box's upper range of 5 to 6 players. The scenes aren't super large, so if there's not many people, some may not be able to see what's going on. You don't need a huge table to play this. A coffee table should be fine. A 6 or 7-year-old can understand the rules, but the dark theme and ability to piece together evidence mean this is probably best for players 13 and up. Some adults may even find this disturbing. This was more intense, in my opinion, than the first box. Crime Zoom Birdville Omen is a deck of cards and a little rulebook. This can easily fit in a bag or purse. The rules are incredibly simple to teach, learn, and play, even with those new to modern games. The group aspect means there's really no downtime. The art is thematic and intuitive. A lead card will be easy to follow, yet still look like a business card, voice profile, and so on. The theme is dark, and there are some disturbing scenes and topics. The presentation feels very realistic, but be aware, there's murder, homophobia, online bullying, and some things that will hit too close to home for some players. Because new cards, scenes, and characters open, you'll probably change your priorities of what to investigate during the game. As far as I can tell, you're never locked out of a lead, even if the way you get there is temporarily closed because of your choices. To put it another way, Dad told me about something called the 3-clue rule. Players should have at least multiple ways to discover a clue. Maybe you missed something earlier, but another character mentions it to give you another chance. I love the flipping mechanism. Like Sherlock Holmes consulting detective, it's so tempting to visit another location to make sure you title the loose threads together, but what if you end up chasing a red herring? The urge to investigate is compelling. On the other hand, as you'll discover when answering the endgame questions, you may not learn everything in a case. This is fine. It also reminds me of a consulting detective. If you didn't skip everything, you'll walk away understanding most of the story. A lot of these escape room style games make you destroy components. You won't need to do that here, meaning you can pass it along to a friend afterwards. Don't worry about the one and done experience too much because this only costs 15 Canadian. This rulebook has a score that you can try and beat. I'd say that Lucky Duck Games listen to me, but that would involve time travel and everything, so it's probably just coincidence. Anyhow, this gives the game a bit more replayability, especially since it feels more sprawling than the first box, so you're more likely to have missed things. Crime Zoom Birdville Omen is a murder mystery card game in a simple deck of cards. Despite having a scoreboard in the rulebook, it's still not especially replayable, but like his last card, it's a fantastic experience. As I mentioned in What Do I Think, the modern setting and content mean that some players could find themselves or someone they know realistically depicted. Please consider this before you buy the box, because while it is a great game and crime story, I hate to think that anyone out there is unable to enjoy it because they went in unaware of the content.